What's up, guys?
Yo!
Oh, woo! Got my rock star here. Gotta bust this open.
I thought you were talking about me.
You're always a rock star.
That's right.
Well, here we are.
Here we are.
We figured we might as well throw out a intro video since our 40 subscribers are currently watching all our time lapses. They might wonder who we are.
Who are we?
So
How did we get started?
Who are you?
Vince Rush. Who are you?
My name is Mark Melton, and this guy over here,
Matt, Mad Cat Case.
Mad Cat Case.
Yeah.
So,
What are we doing?
basically, why are we doing this?
To encourage other people to make comics?
And to get better at our craft as well.
True.
Yeah.
True. So you've been drawing comics since when? You were 2?
Been drawing since I was
Earlier than that, I think.
He was drawing comics in the womb.
in the womb.
This could go south fast.
That's innocent, right?
It'd be more entertaining that way.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, drawing since I was 2. Drawing comics since elementary school.
Like, what was it initially that got you into comics? Like, was it a single issue, or did you just...
Okay, I used to want to do Disney animation.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There was a book at school that had like all the old animators' drawings, and then it would show them how they like flip all the pages. And then I found out they started going digital, and then at a Minute Market down the road from my house, they had a spinner rack still.
Yes.
Which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because it's had to be, I was probably 8 or 9, so 2000, 2001.
These young
And they
babies.
still had a spinner rack.
These young
But
kids.
It was Spawn 68 was my first comic that I got myself.
So you remember the exact issue?
I remember
Yes.
the exact issue.
Really?
Yeah.
But I will say before that, my dad gave me his copy of How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. That was kind of that was
great
actually
book.
kind of the first thing. But as far as comic books, that, and I saw Greg Capullo's art, and it looked like a movie on paper, and ever since that,
Boom.
Oh,
Sold.
that's awesome.
yeah, sold. I just wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I miss the spinner racks so much.
Oh yeah.
I
It
only
was
got
so
to
great.
experience it like, honestly, probably that one time.
Well, that's how I got. Yeah, I went to 7-Eleven. That was my go-to for collecting comics when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Rode my bike to 7-Eleven, spinner rack.
See, I would go to, it was called Payless.
Yeah.
Not like the
Payless
shoe store. Not the shoe store. No, it's kind of like a Rite Aid. It actually turned into Rite Aid. But I'd ride my bike down there, and yeah, they had the spinner rack, and I always look for Star Wars. That was my thing, Star
Yes.
Wars. And then I'd look for Spider-Man and Batman. But Star Wars has always been my thing.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Spider-Man though, or Batman.
Sure, I love Batman.
Eventually,
So
I don't know how I found out about it. I must have just been driving by it Beyond Comics,
Mm-hmm.
and one day my mom brought me there. I don't know how I found out about it besides maybe just seeing it driving by, and then I.
Well, didn't it have like a huge picture of Wolverine on the side?
I
Do I remember that right? I never went in there.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember
I
that.
think they had a sign out there by the street.
It seems like I remember Wolverine either painted on the side or like
Maybe.
in the window or something like that.
There might have been
Oh yeah,
something like
probably
that.
a
Yeah,
poster or something.
Okay, yeah, because like I said, I never went
Yeah.
inside, so it's from the outside.
but yeah, after I think that was the first comic shop I went into. And I was
Nice.
like, oh my gosh, what is this?
That's
This is awesome. Then started the Hulk movie. The first one came out, so I became
Hulk
obsessed with the Hulk, and so I was getting all the oldest back issues I could find.
Nice.
Wow. So, oh man, yeah, because for me,
Yeah.
because I'm older than you, so
Not by much.
I was watching the old Japanese Spider-Man show. which is so corny. Where he has like the huge, cartridge on his wrist and
He's doing
shooting
all
out the
the
string.
somersaults and flips.
I actually
yeah.
never knew about that until like a couple years ago. Didn't even know that
See, that's all I
existed.
had. It's not like now where you have like all these superhero movies.
Yeah.
Like I'll go to Video Stop, and I'd spend money to rent the Spider-Man show, and it was so corny, but it kind of scratched that itch,
Right.
Yeah.
and it made it a little more real. Because I had some of the comic books, but actually seeing Spider-Man like jumping and moving around and like kind of shooting
That's
webs.
the beginning.
Yeah,
That's
and I just like couldn't wait for the day there'd be actual like superhero movies.
Okay, since I'm
Here we
younger
are.
than both of you, my intro to the comic book movies was actually Batman and Robin
Oh man.
and
Batman and Robin.
Batman Forever,
Oh.
and I loved them. They were so good.
Oh.
And then I rewatched.
Mine
them,
was
I'm
Tim
like,
Burton's
Oh no.
1989.
Oh, that I remember.
Batman.
I remember
Sixth grade.
what I was wearing.
6th grade to the movie theater. My life changed.
Mm.
Yeah, because that made comics like more like legitimate. It felt
Yeah.
like.
It was.
And he's like
taken
in the
seriously.
all black costume, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember going to
Classic.
the mall and watching. I was 9 years old when that came out.
Was it at the dollar
Um,
movie, or was it
I don't know if it's a
different?
dollar movie, but it's at the mall. But
Mm.
I know it eventually turned into a dollar movie.
Yeah.
But no, I remember wearing my red TNC surf shirt, and I had these comic pants that like a comic print on it, and like that's how crazy that day was.
Parachute
Like,
pants.
That's awesome.
no, I did wear those. I didn't wear them that day though. But that was like a really special day.
Yeah.
There was something really cool about that.
It was.
That's
It was
awesome.
iconic.
I wish I was there.
But even that never touched like what Star Wars did for me.
Now, did being into Star Wars, did that get you into drawing?
It made me want to create.
Yeah.
So that was a neat thing because I wasn't alive when A New Hope came out, but when I was really into it, that's after '83, so after Return of the Jedi. So Star Wars was kind of on the decline at that time. It wasn't super popular, so my mom would always take me to garage sales, and I'd buy Star Wars toys. I swear, like everywhere we go, everybody's selling their Star Wars stuff, and I was so excited about it. And so I got every toy, book, everything Star Wars I could.
Nice.
But I actually realized that somebody created that, like my little Matt brain. I was like, wait a minute. Somebody started Star Wars with a blank
It
page.
came out of someone's head.
Totally. And just wrote it
Yeah.
down. And then, you have, somebody that created the designs for it and the music. And I was like, oh man, I have to create stuff.
Yeah.
And so
That's
I did a little bit of drawing when I was younger, but my first thing was music. Loved playing music. And then I was late to the game when it came to drawing. I mean, I was like early, mid 30s.
Nice.
So, that's right. It's
Never too
never,
late.
ever too
Nope.
late.
That's cool. Yeah, collecting comics. I found X-Men Annual 11 on my way to a church camp. We stopped
So was
by.
this the first? Your
That
first?
was my first comic, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That started
We
it all.
stopped at a church camp. Well, we're going to a church camp and then hit a grocery store, Little Minute Market or something. And I had some money, go get some candy. And I bought an X-Men comic.
Like, did you know what X-Men was at that
I had no
time?
idea.
Or you just
No,
like, that? You just saw the cover and was like,
Yeah, I
that
had
looks
no
cool.
idea who Wolverine was, any of these people. I was just like, what is this?
That's awesome.
And then, yeah, from that moment on, I was like trying to create my own world. All
Yeah.
my own characters, my own comic books.
Mhm. Actually,
You can't stop.
to
You're
build
still
off
doing it
of
now.
my origin story. Actually, I met you when I was
Two.
what?
I was on rocking them.
Like 5 years
True,
ago?
He was. No, at that art class,
Oh, man.
like 2008.
Yeah. I don't even remember.
Art class.
No, that was way
Yeah, I
before.
went
No,
to
that'd
an
be
art
like
class.
2005 or 2006.
It was a penciling class, right?
Yeah.
Were
Really?
you a student or teaching?
I was
Student.
a student.
You're a student? Okay.
All of us. Yeah, we're all
But
students.
I remember that in one of the classes, I think I told you that I was drawing comics, or you saw some of my stuff or something. So you brought me some of Angel Dreams.
Yeah.
Oh,
Comics.
nice.
And I was like, oh, wait. Like, he actually made his own thing, and it's printed and colored, and everything is so cool.
it. You can hold it.
But,
That's crazy.
yeah, and then
Then we reconnected.
random happenstance, we,
Yeah.
like, reconnected.
Oh, it's so weird how it all
I
happened.
have your Angel Dream
Yeah,
comics. I'm like,
it's so...
how? Nobody has those.
No, because when I very first started drawing, so yeah, because we have a group called the Doodle Dudes.
Doodle like a
The
dude.
Doodle Dudes.
You like it?
And one of the guys in the Doodle Dudes is Ryan. And he was actually Vince's teacher. And what was the name of the school?
Yeah, Southern Oregon Art Academy.
Yes. And so I didn't know you when I started drawing, and Ryan was
No.
teaching you. And so Ryan would always tell me about this really young student, and he would show me your work, and I had no idea who you were. And it would just piss me off. You know, because like I said, I was like kind of maybe like mid-30s, and I couldn't draw a straight line. And Ryan gave me, it was an inked drawing of Hellboy
Yeah.
punching out a skeleton.
Yeah, I
And
remember doing
I swear, I just wanted to quit. I was like, screw drawing, screw comics.
18-year-old kid.
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah, you were like 18 or 19 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to quit.
He's
It's
still
so good.
pretty amazing, and we all still want to kill him.
Yeah, it's true.
Fear for my safety.
And then Ryan and I, one time, we were doing a drink and draw at a pizza place.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, I hope you don't mind, but I invited this guy, Vince. You know. And I remember, I was thinking, I was like, I hope this guy doesn't show up. I bet he's like an absolute jerk. Like, he's so good. He's got to be so arrogant.
You know who I am.
And then you showed up late. And so for a while, I'm like, right on, this guy's not going to show up. And you got there, and I was like, okay, this guy's pretty
not too
awesome.
bad.
He's pretty cool. And then we talked about Kenny G the entire time.
Yeah,
Right.
Ryan on the weird inside joke of Kenny G.
You know.
Yeah,
Like
that's Kenny G right there.
Kenny G.
And Vince drew that, so
He did.
I drew it from an edit that Matt made, actually.
That's crazy.
we have a weird obsession with
Pretty
Kenny
much.
G.
Pretty much the full circle was all these art connections
Yeah.
Yep.
brought us to, I guess we are, you could say, the comic guys out of our group.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
3 comic.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd make On the Fly Comics. Matt came up with that amazing title.
I think Vince did.
Oh, yeah, because I
It was you the
I
whole time.
scribbled the logo.
No.
You didn't draw this?
No, that was him.
Yeah. That
I
was
learned
me.
That makes me feel
And
really
I
good,
only-
though.
Sorry, dude.
It's all of ours.
Yeah.
I share.
Well, it came from actually
The
this
10-hour
year.
comic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from that there.
The goal of On the Fly Comics is to just kick out art, kick out comics, and not get bogged down by time constraints.
Not
Yeah.
obsessing over
Or even just process.
things.
Even
too
though it's
much.
still
Just
takes me
getting
a year.
stuck in the process. It's just you
It takes
keep
me
pushing
hours
forward.
and hours and hours to do one page.
Well,
Trying,
this,
trying
I mean,
harder.
this project, Hyperia, I think we all just have a special spot in our hearts for.
Oh yeah.
It was a 10-hour challenge where we all had to draw
Yeah.
10
It was kind of our
pages.
take on
a
the
page
24 hour
an hour. Yeah.
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 But we didn't want to draw for 24 hours, so we made it
Yeah.
10 hours.
So we each got 10 pages,
But working on one book.
one book, so
Yeah.
30 pages, page an hour,
Yep.
kick it out. Ryan Moon did the painting cover,
Mm-hmm.
and it was tough
And fun.
and
Yeah.
very
It
fun.
was terrifying.
Now, our goal with this YouTube channel is to just showcase our work, but not only that, showcase, tips we've learned through the years that we've been creating.
Yeah, because we're all in such different spots.
Yeah.
Like we just talked about. I'm kind of new. I've been drawing for, I don't know, 7-8 years. And then you guys have been drawing like your entire lives.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's just really fun to kind of go back and, really talk about process
Right.
and figure things out. Because I think we each have a different type of process
Oh,
when we're making
Yeah,
comics.
for sure.
And so our goal really is, to get other people excited about making comic books.
Yeah, and that there's no one right way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the beauty of it too. Is because I feel like, you know, like with movies, you have a certain way you need to make a movie script. Comics, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You can write it on a napkin. I mean, Mark, he'll write an amazing script. Like, he'll have a lunch break and he'll just like bust out an amazing like 24-page comic.
No.
I'm like, how did you even do this? You know? And I'm sitting like sweating and laboring over, you know, trying to get it just right. And I'm like, dude.
I still haven't been able to write a script. So,
Dude, you have so many books under your belt though, dude.
Yeah.
Like professional books too. And that's cool.
they're fun.
They're fun.
But I really want to do my own,
Oh yeah.
and it's kind of what I want.
Well, no,
to
we've spent a
showcase
lot
here,
of time
but
talking
yeah,
about
It is all about the pee-pee.
personal projects.
personal projects. That's what that
Personal
means.
projects.
What did you think it was? Yeah, that's.
What are your personal projects you got going on right now?
Personal projects. I have a fantasy comic that I've had brewing in my head for 6 years.
8.
I think
8
since you were
years?
2. Since the womb. Like you're talking about.
I have 6 pages drawn, 30 pages thumbnail, but that's my main.
And you
one.
also you did that for Inktober one year, right? And
Yes,
so you have
well,
a whole
I did,
bunch of
I
drawings
did
for that.
2
book.
years of Inktober doing Theo concept art and stuff, so I have a lot of
And it's
concept art.
it's
for it.
absolutely amazing.
Thanks, man.
I took one of his drawings and turned it into a back patch for my battle vest.
It's so awesome.
I loved it so much.
I
Honored.
got
so
one
good.
of his drawings
So
tattooed
honored.
on my back.
Oh,
Sure.
man.
That's a lie.
Don't show me up like on camera, dude.
Oh, back pat? Cool. I got a back tat.
I didn't think you were going to say back.
I kept it G. I don't want to get censored by YouTube again.
Yeah, I know. You put out like 2 videos, you get censored. But I'm
Yeah.
thinking, like, my origin with you, though. was-
Origin.
Back
Origin.
to origins.
That's right. It was really cool because
I
My-
babysat your wife.
you did. Yeah. Yeah,
Hi,
so
Angelina.
my now
Mark
wife,
is the
I didn't
witch.
babysat
your wife babysat my wife.
Oh, your wife babysat my kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that straight. But anyway, my now wife went. No, I've only had one wife, but she's my wife now.
Yes.
So back in the day, when she was younger, when we were dating, she used to actually live next door to Mark.
Yes.
And you made comics, and I thought that was really cool. And at that time, I didn't draw at all. Like, I would probably hold the pencil upside down. You know, I wouldn't know what to do. And I remember coming over one day, and you had your studio in the front room,
Right.
and you were working on Rosemary, issue 1.
Yeah.
And I remember you had a splash page of Rosemary, and she's like falling down, and there's all these dandelions.
And the sunflowers.
Yeah, that's right, the sunflowers.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. Like I couldn't even comprehend like how you would draw something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't even get it. And then when you finished the issue, I remember coming over and getting the completed issue,
Yeah.
and just being like mesmerized.
I was like, here, take my art.
I didn't even understand anything about drawing, like even the basics, and so it was seriously like magic
That's cool.
because I didn't get it, and it's crazy because then right after that I started drawing, and I've actually been lettering the other issues, so 2,
Yeah.
3, and 4 now.
You jumped into the
Yeah,
whole project.
and
Awesome.
so it's so weird that issue 1 I had no idea about anything,
And
then
one day
I'm on
you
the
would
books.
be
Like
on
I'm
the-
actually working with you on the books now. It
That's
just stokes
awesome.
me out.
That's so cool.
It makes me so happy.
Well, yeah, it was. I mean, I remember running into you at the Medford Comic Con.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
I was
the little
like-
after I started drawing. Yeah,
What? You make comics?
because I hadn't seen you for a long
No, I
time.
did like a year
Yeah.
or 2, I think.
And yeah, so we had our our town had our very first little Comic Con in the library, and it was tiny.
Medford Comic Con.
And
20
Yes.
people. No, it's a little bigger.
it was maybe 100.
Yeah.
But I was the only one with my own comic book at that show.
Yeah.
And it was fun. But then I remember you came around, and I was like, wait,
Someone that makes
like
comics.
you make comic books. And I just grabbed my book. I was like, I gave it. I was like, take my books.
Well, here's some money. And he's
I was like,
"Shut up."
no. I was like, just take my
That's
books. I was like,
awesome.
we need to chill sometime. We need to hang out. We need to draw. And you're like, okay. And so
No, I was excited.
that's kind of another, I guess, origin for
Yeah.
like Doodle Dudes and eventually On the Fly Comics.
Yeah.
But I was just so excited, because I hadn't seen you for a while, and then I was like, oh man, this guy makes comics. I got to hang out with this guy.
Got to. And
So-
we did.
So I tried to act really cool so Mark would hang out with me.
You don't have to be cool.
And so now between
You
all
just have
this,
to bring me rock stars.
I did. I brought him a rock star.
That's why you're still in my house right now.
But I don't know. This is actually really fun thinking back on kind of the beginning of all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weird how all the connections.
Yeah.
You're like the linchpin of the group.
No.
What? I don't know. It's like all
It's
over
like,
the
how did
place.
I knew you when I was in high school,
Oh, that is weird.
and then just came back around. It's just
Yeah, I didn't know.
same
you.
with
I just-
Brian. When I was, this isn't OTF really, but it's part of the Doodle Dudes thing. Is when I was 10, I was taking classes at art college.
Of course you were.
When I was 10,
When I was 10 years
I
old,
was-
I went to college.
I was at an art school, and
Speaking.
Ryan actually was at that school at the same time. I just didn't know him,
Right.
and
That's
it's
crazy.
just weird. I then ended up going to his school because he took that school over later.
So you were 10. What year was that?
That 2002.
2002. Okay. Yeah. So I don't think I even knew Ryan at that time.
That's crazy.
So you've known
I-
him longer than me.
I never met him, but I saw him there, and then just when I was out of high school, and then found the art school I eventually went to. Ryan was now the instructor,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
then he just became a friend, and then
Because I think I met him
invited
just
me to
after we
AQ.
started the school, and so you guys might not know who Ryan Moon is, but yeah, he's part of Doodle Dudes, which is our drawing group,
Yeah,
and so he will be a guest on here sometime. So
Yeah.
get ready.
Plus, you'll see him randomly in the Doodle Dude part 1 and 2.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Actually, we have part 1 on
Yeah.
YouTube right now.
he's the one with
Yeah.
the best hair. So
yeah, Silver Fox.
yes, that's what we call him.
Oh, you guys don't call him that? Oh.
The Silver Fox.
Oh man. So yeah, we got kind of like the very beginning. Now we're making our own books.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've collaborated on
Yeah.
many things.
Like you and I, we've shared a
Portal.
table at Comic-Con before, which was cool. Yeah, we've collaborated on books. Like Mark and I did this
Portal.
one together.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So that's actually Vince's cover.
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys actually did
Yeah.
it.
And Mark and I did the interior, and it was just a fun challenge. And I loved that because that is a level up book right there.
That was a good book. It's
Because
fun.
like you and I sat down, we wrote the script. It's 8 pages, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so Mark's pretty fast. And so he busted out his 4 pages. And I had to draw 4 pages.
I wasn't done with all of them before you started.
I don't know.
No.
You're quick. I'm slow. Or I'm faster than I was then.
Yeah.
Now. But I mean, this is years ago. How many years ago was that? We do Portal.
Let's crack it open.
Yeah. But
Had to
when
be
he would share his pages he was working on with me. And yeah, it was just terrifying because I knew,
2017.
wow, 20, okay.
Still 5 years ago.
But I just knew I had to step it up if I wanted to be in the same book as you.
Oh man.
And so this is still one of the books I look at. I'm actually really proud of those pages that I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And it's because you really pushed me on that.
That was fun though.
Oh, it was a blast. I loved it. And yeah, we actually have more ideas for actually kind of combining these 2 books, which I'm
Sounds awesome.
really excited because we wrote a script.
Yeah.
Vince ditched us for a while.
Well,
he moved to Portland.
We wrote a rough plot. I don't think we have a
Yes.
script.
Didn't we write a... Oh, yes, we did write a script. It was a plot.
We have like
There's still time to
You're
add
kind of off the
pages.
hook a little bit.
Yes.
we could add pages.
We should, because I really like the ideas we came up with.
Yeah.
Kind of combining these two worlds.
Yeah.
Because originally this was just going to be On the Fly Comics, was these.
Right.
But it's kind of turned into this like overarching, like everything we do is On the Fly Comics.
Mm-hmm.
All our PPs.
all our PPs are On the Fly Comics.
Big, small. It doesn't matter.
Thanks for just joining us.
Sorry.
That's personal projects.
You sickos.
Sorry.
That they're, yeah. I mean, I want to definitely put, when I finish Rosemary 4 and I do the trade, combine it all.
Yeah.
I'm throwing that logo on there.
That's
for
awesome.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I love that because
Yeah.
I love. We got to put it on this too, actually.
Yeah.
No, I love like making comics with you guys,
Yeah.
and
yeah, it's fun.
I think that's some of the encouragement I want to provide for other people too. Is, you know, go out and find other creators that inspire you.
Yeah.
Because if I was just by myself, sitting in my studio, like it'd be fun making comics, but
There's something about having a group.
oh, absolutely. Like we
Yeah.
actually decided to film this
A
because
like-minded collective.
yeah,
Yeah,
because this is
yeah.
what we do, like off camera. We get together and hang out and talk about making comics.
Right.
So we thought, well, why not film it, and maybe other people will get excited about making comics
Yeah.
too.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's going to be, you know, a lot of content we're hoping to do. We're going to do comic reviews.
Talk about process.
Process.
Our pages. Tools we use, probably.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
kind of everything. You know,
showcase our,
writing styles.
actually showcase our books too, and like maybe
Yeah.
we could talk about
even do like commentaries
That,
on our
you know.
books.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
I think
Yep.
it'd be really cool.
that'd be awesome.
So it's just the beginning of a lot more to come.
Yep.
I don't know. Anything else you guys wanted to throw out there for the intro?
For the intro.
I'm just really excited about this
Yeah.
and being able to share this with other people.
Yeah.
And it's nice actually to sit down with you guys and even get into even more detail.
Mm-hmm.
Because we already talked about process and stuff, but to get more detail
Yeah.
about how we create, because we each have a different process.
And what's funny
Yeah.
is like, this is gonna challenge me to actually even think about my process.
I was thinking
So
the
I've
exact
never-
same thing.
I don't think about it. I just
It's something that you just do.
do.
Well, I think that's so interesting.
Well, how do
'cause-
I teach? How do I share? How do I
Yeah.
talk about how I make a comic
Right.
book?
Yeah.
And I think that's going to help us create better comics ourselves. But I know I always want to hear that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I get frustrated when I watch videos of some of my favorite artists, and they'll ask them, "Who's your favorite superhero?" I'm like, I don't care. Like, talk about like how do you think about making comics?
Yeah. That's,
What
that's
is your
stuff I
entire
like
process?
too.
What tools
Yeah.
do you use? And so I would even like to do like a how to make comics from
The
start to
OTF way.
finish. What's that?
The OTF way.
The OTF.
But there's 3 separate ways.
So there's no way.
Exactly.
But no,
the
see
point.
that's the cool thing about all this is we're going to be discovering things along with other people.
Right.
So if we have other comic creators commenting and pitching into the discussion,
Yeah.
and they have different ideas, you know, it might be that like, be like, oh man,
You guys
I never
suck.
thought, I never thought about it like that.
Give it up. Worst 10 thumbs down. No.
We'll still
Thumbs
make
up.
videos.
Thumbs
Yeah,
We'll
make
still make
more
videos. Yeah, that's right.
up. With our clothes off. Take that.
Don't make
Like
us
that.
do that.
It's actually modeled after all of us. If you didn't know.
It's all of our bodies
Oh.
put together in one.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
super
man.
excited.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I wanna
this
be
is great.
An encouragement to people.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot of negative stuff out there. So it'd be nice to be
yeah,
a
Just
more peaceful,
positive,
fun thing.
goofy.
yeah, and just having fun with it.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for checking it out.
Yeah.
And comment below, give us a subscription and some thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
So
Yeah.
we can be sure to check out my Etsy link at the top of our YouTube page.
Yes.
You can
FinSfreshArt.com.
pick up all these books here.